Level 63 is a 64th level of the backrooms. It seemed to be a wooden cabin in an infinite forest. Description: Level 63 is a forest that seems to be infinite. The trees are spruce pine trees, and the forest is slightly foggy. The time of day is this level is in the morning, and your vision is mostly clear. Piles of leaves are everywhere, and the rocks are especially large. There are no entities, nor sounds, which can be extremely unsettling, as the only thing you can hear is yourself most of the time. There's nothing else out of the ordinary at forest until you find a cabin made of logs in the forest. Once close enough, the cabin will seem to not get closer as you are moving towards it, but you are still in motion. During this time you can hear a female voice slowly singing in the distance. The source of this noise is unknown. On the side of the cabin, there is a water well. If you travel down that well, you will end up in a series of tunnels. While traversing these tunnels, you will find multiple paths, although only one seems to be the exit, and the tunnels are randomly generated. The other paths will lead to an entity or a trap. If you manage to find the proper route, you will end up inside the cabin's bathroom. Once there, the door is locked, and you will need to unlock it with the key you can find in the bathroom, or sometimes it will not spawn. At that point you will have to break in through the door. Once in the main cabin room, it seems to be normal, and not infinite at first. The furniture here is from the 1920s, and is abandoned. There is also a grandfather clock, which seems to be broken. Once you explore enough, you will find an unmarked book in the bedroom area. If you open the book, its pages are empty. This will trigger an event 1 to happen. The first event. The event starts by having a little girl 2, holding a teddy bear, open your door after opening, and flipping the pages of the book. She will be friendly at first, and wonder if there's anything wrong. She will try to give you something to eat, and talk with you. Depending on your gender, she will call you father or mother. If you're younger, she will call you brother or sister. Depending on this, a different event will play out. If you're younger, she will try to play with you with her toys, and if you're older, she will try to ask if she can do certain things like watch TV, or play in the living room, or outside. At this point the cabin returned to its furnished state. If denied, she will start to cry and it will get increasingly loud, until she becomes this ghost-like entity and attack you, although an MEG operative has apologized to it, and has become friendly again. If you let her play, she will for a bit, until she will want to play hide-and-seek with you. It will start with you, and you'll hide. Once you are found, she will start to run and hide. At this point the cabin becomes infinite. Many entities can appear, and no clip through the walls. You can also hear the girl's voice calling out to you to find her. Only one person found her and survived, and everything went back to normal in the cabin. The front door is unlocked, and you may enter it, although the girl would want you to stay, but won't stop you leaving. If you decide to stay, the second event will start. The second event starts by the girl bringing out her dolls to play with. She will want you to play with her, and if you denied it, she will again start the crying event, but apologizing still works. After playing different roles with the dolls, she will ask you that she has something to show you, and he says that she needs to show you. Once she comes back, she will bring the book from before. Although still empty, she can still read it. She will start a ritual to summon grandfather, as she states. During this, the grandfather clock starts to tick louder and faster. At this point it is unknown what happens next, as the MEG operative that made it this far said he freed her from him. Now every time the operative returns to this level, the cabin is normal, and she greets him, and hugs him, and nothing dangerous happens, unless the operative is not around. At this point she is like a normal girl, and has her own reactions and thoughts. She said her grandfather forced her to do these things. But if the operative is not around, she forgets everything that has happened, and the level begins like normal. The operative does not recall what event occurred when he freed the girl. You may find the event here. MEG Lost in the Woods. MEG Event Log 753, Type Level, April 11, 2020. This log entry is about the discovery of Level 63. During an MEG operation, the leader of Team Quick Match, known as Michael Howd, accidentally fell into a door that randomly appeared on the floor beneath him in Level 5, during a rescue mission to save an outpost under attack by a small group of wanderers in the third stage of the wreckship cycle. Team Location Salvation and the rest of Team Quick Match went to locate Michael. During this time, Michael had stumbled upon Level 63, and went missing for around 7 days. During this time, Michael has spent some time writing down notes of what happened. The teams involved in this log is Team Quick Match, and Team Location Salvation. Begin log. Time. Unknown. Okay, here I am lost in a forest, out of all places. No, not like -4, this one is different. Okay, so I was working with the team, saving this one group from a bunch of crazy people. Running down a hole level 5. During the chase, I fell through a hole, at least it felt like it. It was almost like a door shutting behind me. Well, I fell from the sky, and here I am, sitting in a pile of leaves. Well, I'll start making my way through until I can find an exit. I have no idea how long it's been since my last entry, about a few hours maybe, I don't know, but I can tell you something, this place is really unsettling. Like really, this place is weird, weirder than most levels. I can't hear any animals, or even wind. It's pretty damn weird. Well, I've been walking around and I have seen nothing but trees and rocks. Maybe there's no exit here. I better keep looking. How long has it been? A day, maybe two. There's nothing literally. I think I'll just be stuck here forever. But, hey, the MEG is the MEG. They managed to find all sorts of places. Maybe I won't be here for long. My cell phone has no connection, and is dead now. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I usually have a plan, you know, but you really can't have one when there's nothing but trees and rock, can you? So, I'm stuck in a bathroom. Yeah, quick transition, isn't it? So, I was in the middle of nowhere, so I thought. I found this huge cabin. It looked abandoned, but what other choice do you have when you were walking around for two days with nothing but forest? So I naturally walked towards it with excitement, until that excitement was gone. The cabin just never got any closer when I was walking to it. It was like going through trees as if nothing was there. I knew I wasn't going to the entrance anytime soon. What ended up happening was that I heard singing, like a girl singing. I was looking around, but I couldn't find the source, until I found a well. Was it the source of the singing? No, but did I have a choice? No, not really. I went into the well, using the rope that was tied to it. I ended up in a series of tunnels. I traversed my way toward the left tunnel. It went on for about 20 minutes or so, until I came across a smiler. I was way too happy to see another living thing other than me, but that is not the point. I luckily had some smiler exterminator on me at the moment, so I sprayed it at the smiler and I made a run for it. I ran back and I don't really know where I was going. It was really just run or die at that time when I picked run. After I lost the thing, I continued on forward through the tunnel, and I found a hole to a bathroom. And now I'm here, stuck in this bathroom. I never thought I would have to say that in my life, but here I am. Quick edit, found a key. In one of the cabinets. I was originally going to break down the door if I didn't find anything. I'll get back to this later. Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm both scared and interested at the same time. So what happened was that I got out of the bathroom, and I was inside the cabin. I thought I'd never get the thing. But I wasn't surprised to see that everything was broken. The only thing standing was an old TV and a grandfather clock, which both were not functional. I walked into every room. Some doors were locked, like the front door and the basement door, and a few others, but I managed to get into a bedroom. This room was made for a little girl, old toys scattered across the floor, and dolls everywhere. It was a bit freaky, since I hate dolls, but I'm not going to complain here. I went to open everything I could open to find supplies, like a closet with a few clothing hangers, and nothing much there at all. I went through the dresser to find anything useful, and I found a book with a lock, which to my surprise, was already unlocked. I opened the book to find nothing. I mean, really, the pages were all empty. I closed the book, and when I did, I hear a voice say to me, "Is everything okay, father?" I jumped and made a little scream, and I saw a little girl, brown hair, looked around 5 to 6. I think my strange reaction scared her a bit, but she tried walking towards me, and I just backed up onto her bed, which it felt strangely new. I looked around me to find that everything in the cabin is new again, like nothing happened. She spoke to me and said, "Please, father, tell me what's wrong." I said back, "Father," which I'm still confused about right now. I said back, "Who are you?" And she giggled and said, "Father, stop messing around." She tried to give me a piece of bread. I just replied, I don't." She cut me off and said I wanted to know if I can play in the living room. And me being stupid said, "No, I don't know what's going on." She started to sob, then turned to crying, which I just watched as it turned to screaming. Then she became this ghost thing. Long white hair, bony body, dried skin, no eyes. She started chasing me throughout the cabin, until I was cornered. I just said out of fear, "No. I'm sorry, please." And she stopped, stared at me, then she slowly turned back to normal. Still slightly sappy, but she was happy to go and play in the living room. She ran to the living room with her toys and turned on the TV. The TV is playing some type of old cartoon from like the 1920s. Right now, I'm on the couch, watching the TV, not really paying attention to it, just thinking about what the hell just happened. She is playing with her toys in front of me right now, and really don't know what to do. I'm alive, and I don't know how. She asked me to play hide and seek with her. I just said, alright, before she kills me. She was really excited, and she told me to go and hide. I went to go and hide in that closet I found earlier, filled with cloths. I was in there for a few minutes, until she found me. Luckily, nothing happened when she found me inside the closet. She laughed and told me to put my hands over my eyes and count and then find her. I thought this would be easy, and maybe this isn't so bad. Once I was finished, I opened my eyes to see the bedroom being a mile long, with a hole that wasn't there before. I freaked out, and went behind me to open the door, which was not there anymore. I then realized the cabin was now infinite. Her voice was everywhere, leading me into places she wasn't hiding. I saw so many damn entities everywhere. I luckily had a sidearm on me, and got through a few blocking my path. They were walking through walls, and I got jumped by a few on the way. It took me around the day until I found her, in the same closet that I was in, just in a different place. Once I found her, I looked around me to find that everything was normal as it could get. She said to me that was fun. I wanna go back to the TV now. I said yes, please. She took my hand and brought me to the living room again. She gave me a box of cookies for me to eat, but I'm not a fan of most sweets. I noticed the front door was opened, and I went to look through it. It was level 0. I said to myself, I'm free. Well, as free as you can be in the backrooms. She told me not to leave, and she got really sad, although she said she won't stop me from leaving. I'll probably regret the decision, but I decided to stay. I don't know, I feel really bad just leaving her here, and I would not wanna come back here once I leave. Now I'm on the couch, watching the TV. I left the box of cookies on the table. I'm just waiting on what happens next. I'm back on the couch, and I don't remember a thing. Well, I can try to recall some events. She asked me if I wanted to play with her dolls. I never liked dolls, but I do not want to be chased by her again, so I agreed. We played for about an hour, and I actually was enjoying the fact that nothing bad happened from it. Until she wanted me to see something. She said, he wants me to show you something, I'll be back. She ran to her room. I was thinking about the he she mentioned. I noticed the basement door was open. I looked to see that it leads to level -2. I was not going down that hellhole, so I decided to stay up here. She ran back with the book I opened from before. She went to show me the book's contents, but I saw nothing, just blank pages, but she could read it as if there was writing on it. I just agreed to everything she was saying, out of the paranoia of her turning on me again. Until she spoke and said, he says it's time. I replied, who? And she said, grandfather. She started speaking another language, while reading her book. The grandfather clock, now ticking louder and louder. The next thing I can remember was me on a different bed, still in the cabin though. I was in the parents' room, asleep, with the little girl sobbing over me. I got up, and as soon as I did, she gasped and hugged me, thanking me for freeing her from him. I looked at myself, and I quite a few wounds, all bandaged up. I asked, did you put these on me? She replied, you saved me, and I wanted to save you too. Apparently, I saved her, and got wounded from her grandfather or something. She is like normal, which is very strange to say. I've been here on the couch for a few minutes now, and I feel comfortable again. And you know what? Those cookies don't taste too bad. End log. Team Quick Match leader Michael was found by the rest of the team in the cabin with the girl, as he states he was in the cabin for two days after the events above. He was sent back to level 4's base Omega, and this level is now documented as level 63. Michael returns to this level quite often to visit the girl, and likes to stay there for a few days at a time. The girl greets and hugs him every time he arrives. The girl's name is Ellie, and it seems that she is fully aware when he is around. We gave her the option to come with us to one of our bases, but she insisted on staying. Michael is back on duty and will be accessing more missions soon. More exploration at level 63 will be done very soon. Entrances and exits. Entrance. To enter, you will have to no-clip through a statue in level 34 or level 41. Or no-clip through a locked door in level 16. Or find a book of magic in level 20's storage. Or find an old open door to a forest in level 5 that can appear on the wall or the floor. Exit. To exit, you can actually jump in some of the lead piles and end up in level 37 or no-clip into the trees to get to level 11.1. The tunnel system can rarely lead to level 2 and level 25. No clip through the mirror in the bathroom to get to level 39. And exit the front door once unlocked to get to level 10 or level 4. The basement door will lead to the basement if it is flooded, then it will lead to level -2.